Hello, dear viewers. Here I am outside St. James's Palace. Contrary to common belief, this is the official residence of the British royal family. That's why ambassadors are important. Ambassador to the court of St. James. Originally, this was a monastery. It was suppressed by Henry VIII during the 1530s. That was a dissolution of the monasteries. St. James's monastery, or abbey as it had belonged to Eton. Eton College owned substantial property quite some distance from Eton. So that's why Etonians learnt the ditty, Henricus Octavus took more than he gave us. Since then it's been a royal residence. You can see that a lot of it is 16th century architecture. There's some additions on this side which is more like 19th century. So what else can I say? Oh, this black fence was put in only about 10 years ago. Previously you could walk right up there. You see the guard boxes for soldiers to stand under, keep out of the wind and the rain, though I've never seen a sentry in either of them. Above the guard box says E.R. Elisabetha Regina, as in Queen Elizabeth. That's who they're serving. Obviously they change the lettering when there's a change of monarch. You'll see the words Friary Court above that arch in the middle of the colonnade, because there were friars, that's to say monks. Monks live together in the community as brothers. That's why they're called friars sometimes. So that's a reminder that this was once a religious house. When a sovereign dies and a new sovereign is proclaimed, it happens here as well as on the steps of the Royal Exchange in the City of London. By tradition, monarchs do not attend their proclamation when the various heralds, the King at Arms, the pursuivants and so on, they dress up like playing cards. There's a trumpet fanfare and it's announced. When it was announced here in January 1936, on the 20th day of that month to be precise, Edward VIII broke with the custom as he usually did, and he attended his own proclamation. He was in one of those windows on the first floor, the middle one, and he was there with his mistress, Mrs. Wallace Simpson. The whole thing was filmed. People weren't expecting him to be there, but if you look carefully at the video of it, you'll see him and Wallace Simpson behind the window. There isn't a huge crowd because it's the day that the sovereign dies. They do it straight away without much ceremony. They just gather and they announce the accession of the new monarch so that no impostor could get in there and proclaim himself or herself to be king or queen. Right, that's all there is from St. James's Palace for the moment. Unfortunately, it's not open to tourists.